We're going to write the formula for an arithmetic sequence when we're only given two random terms throughout the sequence. So this is the problem that we're eventually going to do. We're given a sub 3 equals 19 and a sub 5 equals 27, meaning the third term is 19 and the fifth term is 27. So if we think of a general formula, we're not given the 0th term and we're not given the common difference. So before we tackle this problem, we're going to look at a problem that's kind of similar with just a linear algebra problem. Write the equation of the line that passes through the points 319 and 527. If this is the general linear equation, the first thing we could do is find the slope by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and we get 4. Then we can go back to our general equation. We can plug in 4 for m, because now we know the slope, and then we can plug in an x and a y, just picking either of those points that we were given, and I picked the first point. And then we can solve for b, we can solve for that y-intercept. And then finally, now that we have the slope and the y-intercept, we can write the general equation by plugging in the slope and the y-intercept and leaving x and y. This problem is going to end up being really similar. So the first thing we can do is find the common difference, which is really similar to the slope. So we can subtract the values, 27 minus 19, over their term numbers, the fifth term minus the third term. And we get 8 over 2, which is 4. Then we can go back to the general equation that we have. Now we know what d is, and just like we plugged in an x and a y before, we can plug in an n and an a sub n. So looking at the first one, we could plug in 19 for a sub n, leave a sub 0 so we can solve for that 0th term now, and then n, when the term value is 19, that's term number 3. And then we can subtract 12, and a sub 0 is 7. Now that we have the common difference and the 0th term, we can go back to the original equation. We can leave n and a sub n, but plug in a sub 0, which is 7, plus d, the common difference, is 4. And that's our formula. So the first thing we did is find d, the common difference. Then the second thing we were able to do was find a naught, or a sub 0, which is your 0th term. And then we can plug in to write the general equation. There are multiple ways of solving this kind of problem, so this is just one of the many ways that you could solve it.